Hey guys, this is Rick at Tasty Guitar. Today I'm going to talk about 3 things that pretty much all students of funk guitar get wrong. And I'm going to point all of them out in that rhythm that I played on the intro. Alright, the first thing is most beginners and even intermediate players new to funk guitar struggle with keeping the right hand in motion. That is one of the most crucial things, especially if you have problem with your timing. You really need to think of your right hand as a pendulum on a clock, and it needs to be locked in, dead locked in with whatever time source you're playing against, whether that's a metronome, a drum machine, a drummer, or a backing track. If you stop your right hand by keeping motion in your alternate kind of 16th note pattern, then you run the risk of totally getting out of time. Now I'll demonstrate that with the rhythm that I played on the intro. The beginning of the rhythm is 2 down strokes on dead strings, followed by this little tritone thing here at the 5th and 6th fret. Now, the thing immediately following that is where most people will get tripped up, and that is that sliding move. Now, when I do this slide here, I still keep my right hand in motion, completely in sync with my left hand. It's almost like these 2 hands are tied together. When I slide, my hand moves up. When I slide back, my hand moves down. This is going to keep me completely locked in with the time source so that my downstroke is always on the downbeat. The next thing that almost all students of funk guitar get wrong, and even more advanced players, is the concept of leaving space in your grooves. It's not always necessary to be playing every 16th note and filling up every little gap with scratches. I'm going to demonstrate that by playing that first measure of that rhythm on the intro. Listen closely. Okay, so notice that I didn't clutter everything up with 16th note strums on dead strings. If I did, it would have sounded like this. Now this is not to say that you should never fill up all those gaps, play all those scratches, fill up every 16th note. Sometimes a groove needs exactly that. But other times, especially if you're playing with multiple instruments, maybe you got 2 guitars or a keyboard player, you need more space to make room for everybody. So try to leave out that unnecessary clutter and you might find that your grooves a lot more. And the last thing I want to talk about, something that almost all players miss at first, is the use of dynamics. Now music is a living, breathing thing, it has hills, it has valleys, it has highs and lows, and you don't want to play everything at the same level. Especially, say, if you're playing in a verse part versus a chorus part, A lot of times in the verse you want to bring things down, make it sit in the groove. But within that groove that I played at the intro, I did use some dynamics there. Let me play it again and see if you can point it out. Okay, now as you could probably tell, at the end, in that second measure of the rhythm, I came way down when playing that muted picking part. But right before it, I hit that really loud strum on that E7 sus chord. I really nailed that one, for emphasis, and then came right back down. Tried to really bring that down and let it sit in the mix. So do yourself a favor, the next time you're playing in a band situation, listen to the volume you are playing versus everybody else around you. If everybody else comes back, you need to follow. You don't want to be the guy that's out there playing at the same volume continuously. You got to sit within the groove. All right, thanks for coming by, guys. For a limited time, I'm going to have the tab for this lesson on my free lesson page at TastyGuitar.com in Soundslice technology. Now, if you're not familiar with Soundslice, it's scrolling tab. You can slow it down. You can transpose things. It's amazing. Make sure you come by, check that out so you can really break down this lick slowly and learn it. Also, I have some great ebooks for sale, and I do teach private lessons via Zoom or Skype. Come on by. I'd love to hear from you. This is Rick. Thank you.